Hello and welcome back to Gilly Sports. Yet another video, and we are talking about the Darts World Matchplay. What a tournament we've had. And of course, there's one man we have to talk about. The man who won it all and the man who destroyed everyone in his pathway. Absolutely no moments throughout the entire tournament where this man was off his game, and that man, of course, is Luke Littler, the world number one for a reason. This kid is special, without a doubt. We've known that for a long time, but quite frankly, he could be the next Phil Taylor. I would argue he's already looking like he could be better than Michael Van Gerwen, but he does need to win a few more majors. However, this is only the first major. We've still got the Darts Grand Slam, the World Grand Prix, the World Championships, all coming up really, really soon. Yes, so many more titles for Luke Littler to win, and quite honestly, he can win them all. He easily can win them all. And a few years from now, he'll have 50 majors, 50 titles and you can already say he's one of the best in the world. Obviously, it's going to take a long time before he overtakes Phil Taylor. It's going to need at least 20 years before he's even close to the levels he was at. Because that man dominated for 20 years. And quite frankly, I think that's a point you need to talk about with Luke Littler, is that if he is going to be one of the best in the world, he needs to be consistent. Not just for a few years of time, for a long time. The difference between Van Gerwen and Phil Taylor is that Phil Taylor was dominant for nearly 3 decades. Van Gerwen was only dominant for about 6 years. And he's had a bit of a fall off in the last 5 or so years. So that's where Luke Littler needs to look at and think, that's where I want to be. And quite frankly, at the moment, it's looking like he could get to that level. I've got no doubt in my mind. Luke Littler is going to be special. Luke Littler is a prospect, a monster, and something to look out for in the next few years. This tournament alone, he averaged, I think it was 111.5 in the final, 111.04, I think, across the whole tournament. He broke the record for most 180s at the World Matchplay, which he was himself held the own record. I think he got it last year. So I think that shows the level he's at. That shows the way that the player we're looking at. He's a great player. Like, I don't think I've glazed him enough here. I'll admit though, I've been a critic of him. I don't like his ego, but of course, that's, as I say, Michael Van Gerwen has had that completely. Phil Taylor was liked because he didn't really have an ego. He was respectful toward his players. Players like Gary Anderson, who are humble and never thinking about winning everything. They just want to play and have fun. That's what I think Luke Littler needs to be. To be the best world champion, you need to be humble. You need to be consistent. And you need to be absolutely bloody good. And he's already two of those things. The humbleness does need to come in. But of course, I think you can blame yourself. People like myself, obviously, I've critiqued him, but I'm not going to a dart match. I'm not going to darts matches and booing him like the majority of darts fans are, which I think is disgusting. Because he's a 19-year-old who is already the best in the world and one of the very best we've ever seen, and you're booing him. That's probably why he's becoming so egotistical. So I think we need to think about that and think, if we're nice to him, he's going to be nice to us, and he'll become one of the most likeable players in darts, and can get to that level that Phil Taylor is on. I apologise for the noise there. But enough of the glaze of Luke Littler. Obviously, congratulations to him winning the tournament. Fantastic performance from him, and as I say, a monstrous performance from him. But I think we do need to move on to some other points. And another man we need to talk about, another monster from this tournament we need to talk about, is Dirk van Dijvenbode. Only went out to Luke Littler. Had he have faced James Wade or Gerwyn Price in that semi-final, I'm saying it now, he could have easily got to that final. He still wouldn't have won it, but he could have got to that final. He was amazing this tournament. He knocked out 2 former world champions in Gary Anderson and Michael van Gerwen. He knocked out Chris Dobie in the first round. He was the furthest player in the tournament. I think he's the only player not in the world top 16 to have made it to even the quarterfinals. He completely surprised everyone, and quite frankly, is going to be already going home with the most money he's ever received at any tournament. But where's he come from? No one saw this coming. He's been good on the Pro Tour, but he's not been that good. He's not been amazing like he has been at this tournament. But you do get those players every now and then who go on a good run in the tournament, and then you never see them again. I'm hoping not for Dirk van Dijvenbode. I'm hoping we can start to see some good performances in the next few tournaments. Potentially a little bit of a run in the World Championships. Look out for him. Could we see a bit of adjusted hood adjusted hood run, a Van Veen run possibly. Could this be a good few years for Van Dijvenbode? Could he be a runner for next year's Premier League? Very, very likely, and a fantastic performance from him. As I say, incredible. Well done to Dirk van Dijvenbode. Go home with a smile. Go home, be proud of yourself, but don't give up. You've got so much more to come. You've got so many more majors to try and fight yourself for. You've got the World Championships in December. Look out for it. You are going to be special if you work hard enough, and quite frankly, you're good enough to do that. If you work hard enough, you're going to be there. No, I must apologise. My phone's logged out. Next, there's not too many more points to talk about. I think that was pretty much... We've covered everything. It was a Littler dominance and a Dirk van Dijvenbode shock. There was another shot we need to talk about is Cameron Menzies. In that first round, knocked out world number 2, Luke Humphries. Obviously, nobody expected that. And that was amazing. Incredible play from him. It was a fantastic game. He completely outdid himself. And just, easily one of the best performances I've ever seen. I think we've seen so far this year from any player, including Luke Littler, that is. Now, okay, probably bar Luke Littler, but either way. But, of course, that's not why Cameron Menzies made headlines at this tournament. Rather sadly, Cameron suffered a high blood pressure on Wednesday during his round of 8 match against Ross Smith. My thoughts go out to him. Obviously, that was tragic. Watching that live, I must admit, it was horrible for any player. That was horrible to watch. But the good thing is, he's okay now. He's back in his accommodation. He's well, and he's hopefully going to get well soon. Get well soon, Cameron. We hope to see you at the next few tournaments and hope to be back as soon as you can, but speedy recovery. And yeah. I think we need to, final points I want to make quickly. Favourite moment of the tournament. I'm going to go with Dirk van Dijvenbode's win over Michael van Gerwen. That was a fantastic game. That was such a beautiful match to watch, and him beating Michael van Gerwen. I found the same with Michael van Gerwen losing at Gary Anderson. It's just one of those matches that for darts fans, considering how good he's been, to see him get humbled like that for some reason just is nice. It's horrible to say, but sometimes it just is nice. I think that's what darts fans want with Lou Littler, but it just haven't happened because he's too good. Points for next tournament. Well, I've already shared them. I genuinely think Littler's going to win every single one of the rest of the tournaments this year because he's just unstoppable. He's too good. He's too good for darts. Mate, but genuinely, they should make him retire because he's too good. Like, no one has. It doesn't feel like anyone's got any chance in any tournaments anymore. Because as soon as you play, you can go on a good run, but as soon as you play Littler, you're buggered. Dirk van Dijvenbode, prime example, played so well, got past Michael van Gerwen and Gary Anderson. Semi-finals, played Luke Littler, got battered because Luke Littler's too good. Luke Littler is too good for anyone, and he's going for all the majors. He's already won the Premier League and the Darts World Matchplay and the World Cup, the 3 major tournaments so far this year. And technically, if you're including the World Championships, that's technically been this year. He's won that as well. So he's won 3/4 tournaments already this year, and with the Grand Prix, the Grand Slam, both come up in the next few months. And then the World Championship straight after that, where of course he will be going for that to become just second player in history to win it 3 times in a row. Obviously, the first being the great Phil Taylor. It's a lot to come. It's going to be a dominative performance at the next few tournaments of Luke Littler, provided he doesn't slip up, provided his head stays up. Obviously, keeping his head up high. It's going to be interesting. But that's about it, really. Thank you for listening again to me yap. I knew where I'd go on. I will see you lot very, very soon.